Hello you guys, good morning, well good afternoon now. It's been quite a morning. I did get a little bit of a late start though because I was like up a little bit later doing stuff last night, but I have been kind of getting a move on things. I have laundry going. I started laundry late last night and kind of stripped my bed. I'm gonna put on some new bedding. I am so happy that I've been like maintaining, like I do a daily maintenance of my apartment for like 20-30 minutes. I'll like pick something up, I'll vacuum, I'll do some of that stuff. So it's not really dirty. It's just that I need to like cover a couple things. I need to freshen up my bathroom. Already on the laundry. I need to also fold my laundry, and then I need to clean my floors. I'm taking a minute right now to have breakfast because I got up and just started going. I did not eat anything this morning. Also, my hair is out. Like I'm trying to wear my hair out more. I don't know how this is. I mean, this is low-key because I'm like, don't get any braids, just wear your hair for a little while. So I don't know what a little while is. I feel like it's already been a long time. I am kind of testing out a couple styles. I just kind of pulled it back because I genuinely do not like having hair in my face, but we'll see how it goes. I'm due for a wash. I did pull it back, but I didn't want to do it too tight, so it's probably a little bit loose now. But I really kind of want to be able to get out of my apartment and at least go sit at a coffee shop if I can. So I kind of want to get the house clean and then leave it, get some editing done, get some planning done, and kind of get some like focus admin stuff done. My goal is to find a coffee shop that I can actually be productive in, because if a coffee shop is, or anywhere I go, is too busy, then that's a distraction for me, because I start looking and paying attention to everything else and I can't really focus on what I'm doing. So I want to start looking around some coffee shops, or perhaps a co-working space, but I don't know, we'll see about that. But somewhere where I can like just not be in my house and focus on work, because it is really cold outside, and because of that I'm less likely to want to leave. But I don't want to get into the cycle of just being in my house all the time. And if you're a homebody girl, you're an introverted girl, you're an at your house girly, you know what I'm talking about. Like, especially as it's cold, the push, the feel, the motivation to leave my house is so low. So I definitely want to do that just to change up the scenery and make sure that I'm not just like at my house all the time. But yeah, I hope that this is a productive and motivational vlog to get our stuff together. Where we at? Yeah, it's been a brick of time when I tell y'all, but on the bright side, I'm so happy. I got almost everything done. I think all I need to do now is fold my laundry, and I want to put on my new bedding, but it's like a little later now, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow, maybe I'll do it later on tonight, who knows. But I clean my bathroom, clean my floors, clean my kitchen, cleaned all like these other surfaces. I even hit up my fridge a little bit. I mean, I'll do a little bit extra cleaning tomorrow before my groceries go in, but I was able to basically do all my big ticket items today. And I was getting ready, but I was gonna go to a coffee shop to get some work done. My laptop is right here, but I looked at the weather and I said 38 degrees. We ain't touching that. So I went, I got myself a little muffin as a snack, even though I don't know if I'm gonna eat it right now. And I came into one of the office spaces in my building because we're still getting our work done. I felt like my house is so clean, so pristine. I knew that if I started relaxing too much, I would want to relax. And so I wanted to just, the feeling to get out of my house was so real. I was just like, we need to get out of here. I don't care where we go. So I'm in one of the commons and I am gonna basically just spend like an hour or so just getting some stuff done, doing some editing, doing some organizing and planning. One of the things I really want to improve in 2025 is my productivity, and specifically meaningful productivity that aligns with the goals that I currently have, because I cannot tell y'all how many times I have had productive days where I still didn't get the things done that I needed to get out of the way. So this year I started working on just being more intentional at time management and planning. And I mean, I hate to break it to myself, but I just have to keep consistent with it because it's really, really helpful. And if you're anything like me and there are 10,000 things swirling in your mind at any given time, getting it all down somewhere on a calendar or whatever works for you is so helpful. So I basically spent this time editing and kind of tweaking my vision board a little bit, but I also spent a lot of the time planning my calendar and looking at what I wanted to do, especially just because balancing everything, just balancing life is so much. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the first time I tried to do this, it was really overwhelming just looking at all the things that I wanted to like put on a calendar, but it did get easier over time, and I'm working on being better at like month by month planning and then checking on what I have to do each week and tweaking it to my like. But just having something at a glance and knowing what's upcoming is so helpful. So if you're trying to become more productive or better at time management, honey, get the calendar and plan. Hi, good morning. So it is the next day. Last night I got in after I was kind of doing my little couple hours or whatever, and I took a shower, I had dinner, did my laundry. I folded all of my laundry, and then I kind of did like a smaller load after that. Then I basically fell asleep on the couch. That was it. She was done. I was done. I didn't make my bed anyway last night, and that was kind of the reason I fell asleep on the couch. I said, I don't know if I have it in me tonight to make the bed. But I do have new bedding, so I kind of want to put that on today. So I'll do that with you guys. Also, my groceries came in this morning very, very early. So I guess we'll do a little bit of grocery haul, and then, or I'll pack away my groceries and I'll show you guys everything that I got. I feel like we're getting close to wrapping up this little productive day, this little reset day. I feel like low-key I need like a self-care reset day after all of this, but one thing at a time. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys, very unrelated to being productive. First of all, Teddy's back. I'm so obsessed with this sweater. I got it at Uniqlo like 2 years ago, I don't know, whatever. And honestly, every winter since, which has only been like 2.5 winters, I bring this out because it's so comfy. But I want to show you guys these little sweatpants. I got these recently from Abercrombie and Fish. They're like wide leg sweatpants. Why are they so comfy though? I feel like if I could be anything, it would be a cozy outfit. I know these are such random things, but okay, so this apple, I know it looks like just a regular apple. This is an Arkansas black apple specifically. I might use it for ginger shot later. First of all, if you're a Red Delicious kind of girly, step to the back. Matter of fact, leave the room. But if you are like a crispy, crunchy, slightly like tart kind of apple girl, please step to the front. I've never had an Arkansas black apple. I didn't even know these things existed. I got this recently. The best apple I've ever had in my life. So I want to show you guys, before I used to have my bacon in the container that it comes in, but I recently found this on Amazon. Hello. It's like a bacon container. I've never seen this before. I've been using it to store my bacon. I have to empty it now. I like put a line of parchment on the bottom, and then I put my bacon in it. It's such a simple thing, but it's one of the best things I've found for like storing bacon. I also like, if valuable, buy cold cuts and stuff like that. I put them in here too. So if you're looking to not just have your bacon hang out in that container, I heavily suggest getting one of these. I think it was like $9 or $10. I recently picked up these English muffins. I really don't like English muffins most of the time, but I've been getting into like the whole wheat English muffins. The ones I usually eat are the Damn Good English muffins. They're so good. I love them. They're like crispy and like on the outside, and they're chewy on the inside. I use them to make my breakfast sandwiches because they have like 8 grams of protein, and with the eggs and everything, it turns out to like a really good complete breakfast with a lot of protein. But I'm trying these now. These are called the Stone and Skillet English muffins, and I got the super green kind. So I'm gonna try these and I'll let you guys know how I like them compared to the ones that I usually get.
Sometimes I wish you knew, but I disguise the truth. I say I'm happy, but I'm still stuck on us.
So I just finished washing my kale. This is like the last thing I need to prep before I'm done with my grocery prep for now. I'm gonna marinate it, but I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. It's so fire. It's so fire. Really, it's like only 2 or 3 ingredients. Basically, I've been obsessed with chimichurri for like the last month or so. This is the one I'm using. It's my food obsession of the moment. The kale is really important. I'm a kale girl. Tuscan kale is the best kind of kale. I cut up a few very thinly because this is a thinly sliced onion household. So I cut up about that much onion. And I'm gonna use all the kale because once you start massaging it, it actually just withers down and you really don't end up having that much. Then I'm gonna squeeze in this lemon. You don't need all of the juice, just like a teaspoon, I guess, of lemon juice. After that, just add in as much as you want for the chimichurri. And that is it. It's so good. It's so easy. It takes like literally 2 minutes. How this lighting situation is working out right now. Probably a little bit sus. I can barely see how I look in the viewfinder, but I'm in bed, obviously. Bonnet is on because we're clocking out. I'm really proud of everything that I got done. I feel like we have really set things up in here for the new year. I took such a long shower. I mean, my entire body has been exfoliated, shampooed, and conditioned, okay? I also oiled and buttered, and I even put on cuticle oil. I actually feel really good. I feel very accomplished, and I even managed to get a little bit of that self-care in. But I'm getting ready for bed, but I've been reading this book. It's called Wintering. It's very, I guess, apropos for the season. Basically, whenever I want to try to read a new book, what I'll do is I'll download a sample and like books on my phone, like the Apple Books app, and then I'll start reading it there. And if I'm really interested in it, I'll get the book. And so I just got this. I'm still really early into the book, but there's a part in it that I'm reading right now where she's kind of talking about entering a wintering period, or that like slower period. I think maybe also especially because of the time that I'm reading the book, it makes sense to what kind of feelings I think that I have sometimes in the winter time. Especially, I'm born in the winter. I'm a winter baby, but I'm a summer girl, and I thrive a lot in the warm weather and in the summertime. But winters and colder weather, the darker days, it makes it harder for me to like have the motivation to do things that I want to do and to keep up with those routines and productivity and everything. That little section that I was reading, it was kind of a reminder that like it's a very natural period. And even though I know that internally, keeping up with things like my routines and working out and like all of these things that genuinely make me feel better become a little bit harder. I can also be really hard on myself when I'm not doing all of that, but also this period makes me have to slow myself down
down a little bit. And I don't know if anyone else feels like this, like when you're so used to like having those months of like being super active and kind of being outside. Like even in the summertime, if you go outside, you can really just go outside to be outside, whereas at least for me in the winter time, it's like there needs to be a destination, and maybe I just want to go outside and sit, but if it's 20 degrees, that's not something I can enjoy as easily. What I really am trying to get at is that now I genuinely feel like I'm in a period of moving in a positive direction, and I want to keep maintaining that positive kind of momentum. I think I tend to try to fight the slowness of winter a lot. I'm kind of trying to learn how to calibrate a little bit better. And it might sound silly to someone who doesn't have those shifts during the year, but if you do, I definitely feel like you have to like totally like reconstruct your brain to like go through the winter time, and also just accepting that it's a natural phase of life. The leaves have fallen off the trees, the bears are sleeping, the animals are hibernating, and here we are just moving at 1,000 miles an hour. I feel like when I'm reading on my phone, you'll be like 50 pages in and then you get the actual book and it's like 10 pages, but I'm only about 13 pages into this book so far, but I stopped here because I wanted to talk about that. I'll provide an update once I get through it. Hopefully I can get through it fairly quickly. I don't want to be reading this forever. I hope that we all kind of have a good and healthy and fruitful 2025. With that, I'm gonna close the vlog. I really appreciate y'all being here. Anybody who ever watches my vlogs or like leaves a comment, I really appreciate that. And so I hope to see you guys next year. I hope to post more next year. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see y'all on my next video in 2025.